Absolutely, absolutely beautifully kept big triple slide Eagle bunkhouse just came in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. So I don't know if it's intentional or just amazing series of coincidences, but the gentleman who's trading this in is from a town called Eagle, trading in his Eagle, came down to Haylett RV to trade in his Eagle for another Jayco Eagle. He's actually moving up from a big bunkhouse travel trailer to a big bunkhouse fifth wheel to take it back to Eagle. So I don't know, like I said, if this is intentional or not, but as far as I can tell, he's taking this back to the nest, if you will, to his clutch, if you will. Anyway, enough enough Eagle jokes, none of which are very funny. Hi Chad, good morning. Good morning. You couldn't ask for something to really be kept much better. It's now there you got to watch trailers made during this time period. This is when manufacturers first started moving away from the all white exteriors and really getting into these good looking dark nose caps. What you have to look for is when they first started doing it, they were using color infused plastic nose caps that would sun fade like crazy. This is one of the ones made in the later part of that year where they started automotive painting these nose caps. So this is not a fader, if you will. This is one of the ones that you want. Power tongue jack, power awnings, slide out awnings added to this thing. Those are an aftermarket upgrade. This has Eagle's really for a long time been one of the few travel trailers that has a true fifth wheel counterpart, a part for part match. So that super heavy duty insulation package you get on an Eagle fifth wheel, still present here. That really heavy enclosed, forced air heated, heavy insulated underbelly, extra insulated roof, insulated slide outs, made for longer extended use. That's what this guy is right here. Again, exceptionally well kept and maintained. If I was going to be just the pickiest person in the world, I would say that maybe it needs a 5-minute bath with a garden hose. That is literally the extent of what you could expect from this guy. Full size outside kitchen, sharing some space with that bunkhouse on the inside. But what you're getting out here is the bigger electric refrigerator, and that gives us the ability to have like drinks and things outside. Especially drinks seem to be the popular use for this out here. That's kind of why I call it Dad's medicine cabinet. It can keep things chilled. Never mind that. That's another story for another time. We'll gather around the campfire and I'll pour you one. So you can keep bottles of water and stuff out here, and it keeps the kids from tracking dirt and stuff through the coach. Now, if you start looking over here, you see this big chunk of open functional counter space. If you look right above that at easy reach areas, you see that we've got power outlets. So you can put like a small microwave or blender, whatever you want here. If it's margarita o'clock, you can just jazz it up outside. Have your own little outdoor bar and grill. And we have a real sink with hot and cold water and a real drain that goes into a gray tank. Not something that drains to the ground or that you have to flip on the ground or in a bucket or a blue tank or whatever. A nice little stovetop outside. Geez, I don't know if, look at that. I don't know if that was ever used. If that was used, it was sparingly. Kind of the similar thing here. If you look inside this drawer, it's, totally free of blemishes. I don't think they use this outside kitchen a whole heck of a lot looking at it. The fridge is clean. The cabinetry looks like it was never touched. There's no scratches on the countertop. The sink is clean. That's never been fired up. There's no digs in the drawer. You're getting a pretty much brand new outside kitchen on this girl right here. Now we've got aluminum framing pretty much all over the place. We have like I said, fifth wheel grade roof and floor, decking, insulation, construction, etc. Now this coach is a lot of things, but small and lightweight are not two of those things. This is, if this is less than 35 feet, I'll be surprised. And it is 8,910 pounds of dry weight. Now, used RVs are sometimes a little more difficult to dig up specs on. Being a Jayco dealer, I feel pretty confident I can get some good specs on this. So if you want to see what extra information like tank capacities and total true length and things I was able to dig up, visit the link in the video description. Something else that'll show you is if we have this in stock and what we're asking, because the previous owner was literally getting unhooked from his truck. When I said, hey, Chad, just now, I was talking to our service scheduler. He was moving the owner's truck around so we could install a fifth wheel hitch in him here in our Haylett RV Parts and Service Center. We only do everything at our store, by the way, so doesn't matter what you need, we can do it. Magnet-friendly refrigerator. That's something you still really don't see in the market a lot today. Jayco was doing it here years and years ago, and that's a tiny detail. But it's those little tiny details, like the way that your spouse squeezes the toothpaste out of the tube that drives you nuts. The fact that this is magnet friendly makes it now a functional space where you can do stuff with it instead of it just being there, you know. It's great. Its primary purpose is to keep food and drinks cold, and it'll do that. But now it can do extra stuff. That's the little Jayco advantage, the extra things. Killer storage in this. Now, some people are going to like it, some people don't. But I love the fact that they didn't kill the whole island by putting a sink dead in the middle of it. That always wastes so much storage underneath. So instead, we've got this huge open prep and serving station right here, and we've got all kinds of wide open storage below that. So you can do anything you want. Now, something that's kind of really become a hot button issue in recent years is, where do I keep a wastebasket? Super easy. We could make you a little spot in here to have a wastebasket, no problem. Now this also has dual swing out little hidden pantry sides on this island right here. And on the island you have power outlets to be able to like put electric griddles and things up here, phone chargers, whatever. Now over here, they could have easily made this floor plan smaller, shorter, lighter weight, and less money, but they went with a longer kitchen slide. Do you see? You've got all of this cabinet storage space and countertop space right here. That is how much longer this slide out is than a common kitchen slide in a travel trailer or fifth wheel. They went big here, but look what you get for it. You get all of this cabinet space and drawer space. And if you can tell me that there's too much storage in this RV, I'm going to say that you're wrong. There's no such thing as too much storage in an RV. Remember, wherever you got preps, there's never enough counter space or cabinet space in any camper. Well, they sure went out of their way to try to give you a lot more here than you typically find in this business. I think that's cool. Over here, in this little corner hutch, you've got, again, plenty of space where we could like create for you a little wastebasket storage spot. You've also even got drawers under the oven here, and that's an area most manufacturers will just ignore. Eagle is not the corner cut brand from Jayco. Eagle is the, we're going to do every single thing we possibly can with the space for which we have to work with here. That's kind of what I like about them. This is an airbed style fold down bed here. I'm going to suspect that that's never been used, but one of the cool things about the old airbed styles is some of them like this had this little pull-out built-in ottoman, and you can lift up that platform for storage under there too, so it's a bonus drawer. Now over here we've got the Jayco Dream Dinette. You can see that there's no legs. It's a strut-based mechanical mechanism. That comes from the Department of Redundancy department, you know, where you can get your time in both London and England. Anyway, moving on. The Black Knight always triumphs. Monty Python's out there? Anybody? Okay. Dream Dinette. You can, there's a lock on it. You can unlock it, and it just literally pushes down or lifts up super easy to convert that into a sleeper if need be. This is a full extension drawer, whereas this is a door. Now, some people say, well, why didn't they make them both drawers? Isn't that easier? And the answer is yes, a drawer is easier, but it is not as large as the entire dinette base. So they made it one door, one drawer. Easy access, frequent use stuff. Less easy access, less frequent access stuff. Pots, pans, big stuff, whatever. Private bunkhouse back here. And this also is extremely well done. We got the eat and go dinette down here, which that can fold down into a bed. And you can see how during the day, like on a rainy day stuck in the RV, that bunk up there can flip up. And we've created an extended or second living room for guests and or grandkids. This model with all of this crazy bedroom or bunkhouse storage in here has actually been very popular for folks where like, you know, my dad or my mom, they stay with us and they're a little bit older, but we want them to have their own storage and privacy. This can be amazing for something like that. Bigger, thicker, Jayco hand builds their own ladders here. They don't use just an off-the-shelf or off-the-magazine sort of ladder, so it's a little thicker and heavier. And if you look behind it, you've even got like little DVD shelf storage. But there's all this shelf space here. There's more of it there, but it's kind of like I've got these drawers out right now, so I couldn't open everything. And I love the fact that they actually have hanging storage in here. I've seen a lot of bunkhouses in my day. I've not seen one that has more storage than this. This has a lot of storage. Moving forward, We do have a fully centrally ducted air and heat system so that this will stay very comfortable spring, summer, fall. The sofa right here, because the TV kicks out, it is at a perfect viewing angle. Actually, anywhere within the slide, there's no bad seating in the slide out. You can always get a good look at your entertainment. And this is AM, FM, CD, and DVD. A little bit of bonus storage below it. And an entry area shoe garage. Pretty close to the door here that makes kicking off some shoes and keeping your camper nice and clean. Now, at first, I missed this the first time I walked through the trailer. And this floor plan, actually, they're calling it a 334. Right now, it's been called a 324. It's been called a number of different things. But they all have these little touches, and this is one I thought was done really well. You have this extra linen cabinet right here with adjustable shelving. This can be a closet, this can be overflow pantry space, this can be bathroom linens, but it's so seamless that it just feels like it's part of the hallway almost in a way. I almost missed it the first time I walked through. It's very easy to get to and access from any area. You've got a dual entry bathroom. You can get to it from the bedroom. You can get to it here in the hallway area. And we've got a huge countertop with, and remember, wherever you see big counters means you got big storage below it. Foot flush porcelain stool, and we've got a full standing corner shower. Now, that skylight plus the vaulted ceiling will make this very good for tall people. And this is not like crooked. I don't have the door open. They actually have this mounted on a bias because you see how the countertop is on a bias. So when you're standing straight in front of the counter, you're looking straight at the mirror. Bedroom is as clean and spotless as the day she was built, probably cleaner and spotlesser. Which isn't a word, but I think you know what I mean. Bed is easy lift for storage below, and previous owner even added a nice little flat screen up here. And if you're sitting there thinking, wait a minute, when I'm laying flat on the bed, how am I supposed to get my head over there? Well, previous owner also thought of that, and they're leaving all the electronics that they've added behind. This is, that's not every day you find somebody that does something like that. When someone's not a scavenger, it means a lot to me. It means that they kind of get it. Ooh, bigger fan. I missed that too. The bigger fan will give you a lot better airflow than the little plastic fans. That's a whole house fan, basically, instead of just a one-room fan. I've really barely just glossed over the surface of this. If you're not sure if your vehicle can tow this, or you're not sure what your vehicle can tow, period, you call us. Our guys are well trained on that. We actually have several members of our sales team came from like Ford, GM, and Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, whatever you want to call it, stores. So we have an extremely good base of towing knowledge that we can draw from. Our service department is all about getting things like hitching done right, whether it's financing that you need or pieces or parts, you want some accessories, or you got a big trade or whatever. We only do everything at Haylett RV. I say that all the time. You're probably tired of hearing it by now if you watched a couple of my videos. So anyway, what are you waiting for? Let's go camping. Give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone.